I think the most important issue that came out of this is the importance that this is a real crisis that is occurring throughout the state of Pennsylvania. It's not just a regional crisis, it's a statewide crisis. And what we saw were the 40 members of the committee come together in a cohesive way that prioritized the legislative issues that are facing the legislature to get done in the next legislative session for the survival of our first responder system in the state of Pennsylvania. If we don't act on these recommendations, we're going to lose a lot of our volunteer fire companies and ambulance companies around the state of Pennsylvania. And the question's always asked is, what happens when you dial 911 and no one responds? And that's what we're seriously faced with. And so we need these recommendations to be adopted, especially retention and recruitment issues, to be adopted by the legislature so that we will have the personnel available to us to respond to these emergency calls. The agenda is going to be based upon the recommendations in the report. I don't want to single out one specific thing until I think we have to wait until we see what the governor introduces in his budget address in February, and then from there that will set the table for what legislation we can get done. But if it were up to me, I would try to get the whole agenda done. They're all important recommendations, but again, there's an education process that has to take place. We have to educate the members to the importance of the issues, and we also need the governor on board. We need to reach out to the governor at this point and ask for his help. He can be the biggest cheerleader in this whole crisis, and I don't have the voice he has. He can take to the microphones, and his voice is heard statewide.